Hi, I'm Morgan and welcome to the Dove's Nest. In today's video, I'm going to be talking all about our character study. So character study. I was not planning on introducing character study until pre-K or TK, it's called here in California, or possibly even kindergarten. I just think they're learning so much. We've already kind of got a lot going on in our curriculum studies, and I just wasn't planning on introducing anything right away. But I've rediscovered something and I think it could be really great. Now I have a binder here. And what I'm talking about, I guess I'll introduce it. It's the Stand Tall series from a company called Bright Kids. Now when I say I've rediscovered it, it's because we had these books when I was little. I can remember my grandparents lived in Albuquerque, and we would drive every summer break and Christmas from Utah to Albuquerque. It's roughly an 11-hour drive to go visit my grandparents. And we didn't have car TVs or DVDs or, those things, but my mom had a suitcase full of books on tape. And a bunch of those books were were the Bright Kids library. And so the Stand Tall series is their character trait. Now this is by Janine Brady. And these are amazing books. So in this series, there are 12 books. There's obedience, honesty, forgiveness, work, courage, happiness, gratitude, love, service, cleanliness, self-esteem, and dependability. Now, what is sad is I rediscovered this because I had remembered a song. They have an entire library of different things. The Stand Tall character studies is just one, but lots of singing time, if you're looking for things to incorporate into your morning circle time, or poems and finger plays, a lot of early learning through music. And I was remembering a song when my brother was a toddler. It was called I Have 10 Toes, and it was sort of a top to bottom way to learn about all of your body parts. And it was the sweetest song, and we would sing it all of the time. And I was looking for that song to play for my son. And after hours of Google searching, because I just typed in the words that I could remember, and nothing was coming up. But after hours of searching, I found the Bright Kids library, which I will be sure to link below. Now we had, growing up, the cassette tapes and all of the books. And they have a bunch of books, as you can see. So obedience, and it's got sort of the words here. There's very brief narration, storytelling, and then a song. And it's every page, there's storytelling and a song. Now I remember this being in color when I was little, but my mom says it wasn't. It was in black and white. So I guess that's just my imagination. So she has all different kinds of things. There's a whole My Body machine. There's a series called The Safety Kids. Now you guys, I grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada. We moved to Las Vegas when I was 3 years old. However, before that, I was born in Utah and I lived in Utah until I was only 3 years old. To this day, I remember my phone number, my home phone number from Utah, I must have been 2 to 3 years old, because of the Safety Kids series. It teaches you to learn your phone number and address through song. At the time, there was only the personal safety book, which had to do with, what to do if you encounter a stranger. What is a stranger? It's kind of like kidnapping, like in the 80s when kidnapping became sort of a thing, to protect yourself against that. However, I've seen that they have now expanded. They've added 2 more books. There's one that talks about drugs and keeping your body clean and staying away from drugs. And then there's another one that talks about keeping your mind clean from things like pornography. And I'm so excited that I found these books. Again, everything is sort of a workbook or just sort of a flip through, follow along activity book, or like these where you just sort of read along, and then it's the book on tape with songs. It's amazing. The one thing I was really sad about was that they don't have any hard copies anymore. So you can't get on their website and find like the CD or an actual book. Everything is digital. And for music, that was fine because I could put it on my iPhone, I could put it on my son's iPad, and then I was hoping he could follow along with the book. But they don't do that anymore. It's all digital. So I've had to print everything. So I haven't actually printed everything. I've gotten obedience here and honesty, and I think I'm printing forgiveness right now. but I just wanted to start these character traits. And then I will get into the printing of the Safety Kids. We are already using songs from My Body Machine in our morning circle time. For example, there's a song called I'm a VIP, and it's so cute. It talks about I'm a VIP in my family, a very important person, just instilling early concepts of self-worth that aren't based upon anybody else's opinion, but it's just because you are you and you are a part of this family, you have value and worth, and it's so sweet. Something else I wanted to mention about this Stand and Tall series, we didn't have all of these growing up. We only had a few. I believe we had Happiness and Cleanliness. And the Cleanliness, I still remember songs from Cleanliness. And there's one, it's called GIGO, and it's talking about GIGO is garbage in, garbage out, G-I-G-O. And it's talking about the things that you put in your head are the things that you are going to put out into the world. And it's just so funny how when we learn through song, we can remember these things. Because like I said, we stopped using these on our road trips when we were maybe 5 to 7 years old. And it's been decades, and I still remember these things. So it was such a great find. So be sure to check out the Bright Kids library. I will again link it below, and it's just a wonderful resource with all different kinds of materials. Like I said, there's the My Body Machine, Learn to Sing, Read, and Write is another one. That's got activity books. I think it's 5 parts. Activity books where you're learning through songs as well as learning to write. There's lullabies. There's also Peekaboo, which is a book that I've used with my toddler now since she was about 6 months old. It's got different poems and finger plays and songs for new bitty babies. So just be sure to check out the Bright Kids library. It's all digital, so you have to download and print, or you can just keep it on the computer. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me again today. If you like what you see and want to continue following us on our homeschool journey, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in my next video.